But whatever he said was something like, you're the one. That's the scary part of the subway, is you're fucking trapped. Morning, it is a rainy Tuesday in New York City. Actually, I want to check how yesterday's vlog did, because when I went to bed, it was ranked 1 of the last 10 of my videos in views, but I don't know if that's just like a fluke. Oh wow, it's doing really well. Okay, so that was 12 o'clock on a Monday. Maybe that'll be a new upload time. I wanted to ask you guys a few questions. That's one. Do you like when there's like an exact upload time that you know every week you get to see Jen's videos, Monday, Wednesday, 12 o'clock, let's say, or something like that? Or do you like the surprise of it all and you don't care? As long as I'm consistent with weekly, which I am. And then my next question was, I was thinking about my podcast because I do miss it, and I feel like a part of losing the excitement in it is how not pleasant it is podcasting in my apartment. So I was thinking about, you know, how I could change that and maybe waiting it out the month, and when I move upstairs, that's when I re-up the podcast, and definitely waiting at least a month. But then the other thing that's really stressful is managing the Instagram. It's like a full-time job. So I'm like, I guess if I get a full-time job, I can maybe pay someone to manage the Instagram, or just like promote it with reels on mine and get rid of the Instagram, but it feels wrong for some reason. So I'm curious your thoughts on that too. I made a new cold brew this morning. I used the stock cold brew, and I put 3 Wishes almond milk in the frother, and I put pumpkin spice seasoning in the frothed milk. I'm not gonna lie, it tastes a little watery, but the flavor's there. I have Parsley Health, my health coach session at 9 a.m. and then I have a lot of Rumble today. I'm working half the morning shift this morning and then also the night shift, so I'm gonna try to squeeze in a workout in between. We'll see. Like, I have a break between like 2 and 4, so maybe I'll probably just come home and eat lunch. But oh, I need to tell you guys the subway story. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna do that today. One of you commented, thank you for reminding me. I think I just like, it was a little too soon, and I needed it to be like out of sight, out of mind. But I feel like I've been very chatty in this vlog, so I'm gonna watch a YouTube video and drink my coffee. Alright, getting a call with my health coach. I had to like, this is why I hated podcasting. I have to like turn these lights off, turn that on, or I have a weird glare on the camera. It's just, you are probably getting so sick of me complaining about this stupid lighting, and you're probably like, Jen, I don't even freaking notice. Or maybe you do, but oh, it's just really killing me. Okay, let's find the Zoom link and get on with my health coach. Thanks, keep talking. I'm gonna go in the back of the window. It was such a good class. Yeah. No, seriously, I didn't know how I was going to get a workout today. And I took the night shift, so I was like, I'll Good morning. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday when I was vlogging, but one of you had commented like that I didn't say welcome back to our community, and I said welcome back to my channel, which I'm mortified by. And when I edit this video, if I did not say welcome back to our community, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, but that just shows you I definitely took a week or 2 off vlogging, and that was weird. I haven't done that ever. I've been saying welcome back to our community since like maybe my first, like truly maybe my first video. I'm gonna go back and check, but anyway, it made my day, and it just made me even more so want to get to like 10K and just get more of us and like build out this community and have even more of you feel comforted by the welcome back to our community. So anyway, it's actually Yom Kippur if you are observing, if you're Jewish. What? I don't know. There's just no, I can't say like happy Yom Kippur. Maybe there is something to say and I just don't know it because I'm not good at this. I don't know. Headed back to Long Island soon. I am fasting. Don't judge me. I'm still having coffee. I'm still having water. I'm clearly not that religious. I kind of just like the traditions of the Jewish holiday, but you can't stop me from having coffee. We all know how that went when I had to do that test for my stomach doctor and they had me stop drinking coffee for a few days. I literally lost my mind. If you didn't see that vlog, I'm pretty sure I was vlogging, or I vlogged right after or something, but I went off birth control and stopped coffee, and my hormones and oh my god, I lost my fucking mind. But anyway, that's a problem for another day. Before signing off the vlog, just wanted to give you my subway story because one of you also reminded me that I forgot to share it. I kind of just didn't feel like talking about it again. I also have this vision for if I'm gonna like talk for a while, I don't really want to be sitting on this couch because I feel like you'll click out. I kind of wanted to share outside, but it's been raining all week, so this is what we're gonna do. Here's what happened. I can also post, I had made a TikTok that day, but I was so shaken up that like I cut myself off. I don't know, I kept like, I don't know how I made the mistake, but I would like cut myself off on the TikTok app, so it doesn't like fully make sense, but maybe I'll post it, maybe I'll share it here. Let's sit back, grab a cup of coffee, and wait for story time. I understand this is not a funny matter, and I'm not trying to make light of it. I was really shaken up and honestly started crying that day, but if you know me by now, I kind of make light of everything, so it is what it is. So, what had happened was I went from Long Island to the city with Ethan, and so took the LIRR. If you're not from here, it's just the train that, it's like a 30-minute train from Long Island into Penn Station, which is not the best place to be. Anyway, I left Ethan and I literally said, he's been getting very protective lately, just about the city, because there's just like crazy stuff going on, which I'm always talking about on this channel, I feel like, but basically I made a joke and I was like, do you want me to text you when I get back just to make sure I'm still alive after the train? And he was like, yes, actually I do. Whatever, so I turn away from him. I'm still in Penn Station. The subway lines are in Penn Station if you've never been. So I was like walking through Penn Station to go onto the subway, but it's still in the station. So I literally turn around, I left him like a minute ago. And if you've ever been or even seen in the movies, like a train station in New York City, everyone's walking and moving. So when everyone's walking and moving, and I'm on high alert always, there's a man standing, just standing, and his arm, his hand, is in his jacket like this. I'm crazy, and I think a lot of us are at this point, so I'm like, and you know what, I'm proud of myself for being on alert, you know? But I see that, and I'm like, oh, sketchy, you know? What is he holding? Why is he standing there? I think a lot of our brains would go there if you're not looking at your phone. So I look at him and I didn't like make a face or anything, but I was just like, you know when you look at someone who seems creepy or you're clearly like visibly maybe scared of someone and you realize that they notice you and you're like, oh fuck, like didn't want to make eye contact with the person, you know? That's basically what happened. So I was like, okay, we gotta play this off real casual. Like, I'm not scared of him. So I keep walking, whatever. He wasn't walking at that point. So I'm like, let's just get away from this person even though we made eye contact. So I'm walking, and I'm walking towards the ACE train, which is a subway line. And I turn around at one point just to like make sure, you know, that's what we do. Girls in the city, we turn around just to make sure no one's following us. And he is walking behind me. Not right behind me, but he was not walking before, and now he's walking the same direction as me, and as soon as I look back, we're making eye contact, which means he was still looking at me and either clocked that I was scared of him and hates me, or I have every reason to be scared and he's following me, you know? So I just keep walking, and I honestly didn't even mean to try to lose him. I went to the CE train, which is down, and the A is up, right? So I'm going down, and I realize, oh, those trains aren't coming for a while. I have to go turn around and go to the A. Sorry if this isn't making sense. So I turn around, walk another 5 minutes back, and I go upstairs to the A, and I turn around, and he's right behind me coming into the subway station. And I'm like, that's weird. But again, maybe I'm being dramatic. So I'm on the platform for literally like 8 whole minutes. The subway usually comes so quick, and it just wasn't. And I'm making sure I'm nearby like people that I think might be safe. Like an older man that, you know, would maybe jump in, or that I could block myself behind him. I don't know. I stand by people that I feel like I might feel safe with. But I'm still like, I'm not listening to podcasts, not listening to anything. I'm looking at the entrance and I'm making sure he's not there. He's not following me. I'm still alert, well aware that I'm crazy, but also like wanting to make sure that I am aware of my surroundings. I'm forgetting this whole time that I do have pepper spray on me, which I mention on this channel all the time, and it's funny, it's like when you really need it, sometimes you just freeze up. So I should have, with these 8 minutes I had, gotten my pepper spray out, but instead I just was like, okay, he's not here. Like, I'm insane. And like, nothing happened. So literally almost 10 minutes goes by and I go onto the subway car and I'm like, okay, he's not here, right? Like, at this point, I'm like, I lost him, we're good. I'm not like, I don't know. So I stand against the subway door, like the closing door, instead of in a chair. The door's closed, I look up, he's in my subway car right in front of me. Horror movie type of shit. Like, I was very scared, but also like, okay. Like, at this point, it's like, was he hiding? What the actual fuck? He was not here, let alone in my direct line of, you know, like, my little group of people that came onto the subway car together. Like, it just made no sense. So we start slowly walking past people, being really creepy. Like, if you live in New York City, you know these people that just walk very slowly and are clearly unwell. He does not look or talk to anyone, and he walks right up to me, and he looks at me and he goes, "You touched me." And he's like pointing, like, you touched me. Maybe he didn't say touched. That's what I heard. Maybe it was something else. I wasn't 100% sure what he said, but whatever he said was something like, you're the one. And I freaked the fuck out, but I stayed calm and I was just like, I didn't want to say what, like, what did you say? Because I didn't want to like provoke him. So I just looked at the people around me and I said, I don't know what's going on. I think that was my way of saying to people, like, I don't know this person, please help me. I don't know why that's what I said, but luckily he did not continue to approach me. He was like a foot away, less than a foot away from me. And he didn't continue to approach me. That's the scary part of the subway, is you're fucking trapped. I was against a door, nowhere to go. And the people next to me were foreigners walking away. So I'm terrified at this point, but he walks away and I'm like, oh, thank God, I'm so lucky. But I'm staring at him, and I'm one stop away from the subway, by the way. Like, one stop. And I'm staring at him, he walks a little bit away and he puts his arm in here again. My legs start shaking, I'm unwell. I'm like, he has a pocket knife, what the fuck is about to happen? He starts walking back towards me. He passes me, thank the Lord. The door's open, my whole leg is shaking. I'm texting Ethan like, oh my God, I'm being followed. I'm terrified, freaking the fuck out. And I sprint off the train, sprint home, make it home. Ethan calls me and I'm hysterically crying, and that's the end of the story. I was safe, I got home safe, but it was just like, he clocked me from Penn Station. He was like, you know, you're the one. Finds me, is either hiding or I don't know how the fuck he found me to go on my subway car, but he walks up to me, you're the one. I don't know if he was planning on doing something. I don't know if he just is severely mentally unwell and just wanted to scare me or just wanted to approach me and that was it. I don't know. All I know is I'm very, very lucky, and there are a lot of scenarios where people get assaulted or, you know, tagged, like these people put tags on them to follow them. I don't know. I'm very lucky that nothing actually happened, but it was terrifying, and that's really the end of the story. So, thanks for watching my video. I laugh things off. I'm sorry. I'm someone that, like, it's my coping mechanism. I cry in the moment or I cry later on, but I'm that person that kind of thinks like, not, I don't know. I brush things off, and that's just how it is. It's how I survive, okay? But yeah, be safe out there. Have pepper spray. Oh, and the moral of the story and the lesson that I learned was, even if you're scared that you're being crazy or, I don't know, going to offend someone or whatever it is, find a cop. I was in Penn Station. I could have found a cop. I could have found someone and been like, can I stand with you for a little bit? I don't feel safe. Maybe I'm being crazy, but I don't feel safe. And that's what I should have done. Should have gotten out my pepper spray. But even then, I don't know if on a small subway cart, until he was actually like physically assaulting me, if I would have pepper sprayed him, which is a really scary situation to be in. I should have just found someone, found a cop, and waited a while until they were out of sight, out of mind. And or I should have just gotten in a taxi, honestly. I could have paid the $8. It is what it is, but learned my lesson. Those are some lessons you can take away. And I'll see you next week. Hope everyone who is observing Yom Kippur has a really restful and easy fast. I'll see you in a couple of days. I'm obsessed with YouTube right now, okay? I'm so re-inspired and just loving it. So thank you for supporting me. Comment down below if you made it this far into the vlog. You are a real one, and please send my channel to anyone you think would enjoy it. I would love to grow this community.